Hey everyone, welcome back with a new lecture with how to calculate measurement uncertainty for microbiology lab. In the previous lecture, I have explained definitions for measurement uncertainty in different guidelines, and at the end, how to calculate measurement uncertainty in chemistry lab for chemical analysis in a very simplified way, because this course is not for chemistry but is for microbiology lab. But I will explain some differences between both of them. In the case of microbiological analysis of samples, it's not possible to quantify accurately contribution when you calculate uncertainty. Contribution from each input quantity, because analyte here is a living organism whose physiological state can be largely variable. In chemical analysis, the contribution from each input quantity can be easily quantified, because analyte can be easily quantified also. Contribution from each input quantity cannot be easily quantified because microorganisms are living organisms whose physiological state can be largely variable. Some of them can be in the sample, but you cannot detect, and also not detected, or some of them also can die during transport or storage or analysis, so not be easily counted or quantified. Target analyte or target organism includes different strains, species, or genera. That means other organisms can be found in the sample with the target organism. You can find in the same media target organism and also other organisms, and that will be counted and with the target organism. And also the same microorganism or target organism can have different shapes, so it may be confusing for the analyst. And also, when calculation of measurement uncertainty in microbiological lab, many input quantities are difficult to be quantified, such as physiological state. As I explained before, they can be largely variable. As example for that, microorganisms can be viable but not culturable. That means they can be alive in the sample and capable of metabolic activity, but cannot be cultured using standard lab techniques. So these organisms are viable in the sample and may be potentially infectious or harmful, but you cannot detect because they don't grow on the usual culture media, or they cannot be cultured in the usual culture media using standard lab techniques. And you should know that traditional culture-based methods may underestimate the presence of some microorganisms in a given environment, so you need different techniques or highly techniques than traditional culture-based methods. And finally, also for many input quantities such as temperature and water activity, which has a high effect on microorganisms, their effect on the measurement on the microorganisms cannot be described quantitatively with adequate precision. And for these reasons, you can find that contributions from each input quantity cannot be easily quantified in microbiological analysis, but can be easily quantified in chemistry or chemical analysis, and this is bottom-up approach in measurement uncertainty. But top-down approach can be used, and it's already used in this standard ISO 19036 to calculate measurement uncertainty, and also in other guidelines, in which the contribution of most input quantities, all of them together as a group, most input quantities estimated as a standard deviation of reproducibility of the final result of the measurement process. Not each step, but only for the final result you will calculate the standard deviation of reproducibility for the final result of the measurement process. And the difference between repeatability and reproducibility, as you know, that replicate analysis by the same analyst on the same day, that means repeatability. replicate analysis but on the same day, short time scale, by the same analyst using the same method. But for long time scale in different days by different analysts using the same method also, that means reproducibility, and that to reflect the operational variability, any variation in the results, but for long time scale. And all sources of uncertainty will be included or calculated when you make replicate analysis in different days or on long time scale. And this is same like type A evaluation in chemical analysis. Another very important point also which you should know, that in food chain quantitative microbiology, assigned values or reference values are usually not available. You cannot find reference value for samples. So bias, which quantitatively express the lack of trueness, measure of trueness, as I explained before in the previous lecture, that bias is the measure of trueness, which is the deviation from the true value, cannot be estimated in microbiological analysis but can be estimated in chemical analysis. So uncertainty due to bias not included in this standard. But what are the uncertainty components now? That will be explained in the next lecture.